And hello, welcome to It's a Crit. I am CJ, the DM here, and this is our campaign Into Anterium. Thank you guys for joining us today, and I am going to allow my players to introduce themselves. So we'll start over here with Nedy to my left. Yes.
Hi, I'm Nedy. I'm playing Alan Rainieran, or Ellie for short. I'm a Drow Warlock of the Celestial, and I have a familiar called Nox. I started that as if I had a whole list of things to say, and I realized I ran out way too early.
So well.
Perfect. Let's go to Chris next in the blue border right underneath me.
Hello, my name is Chris. I play Fixit, the one-horned dragonborn who was born to cause mayhem.
Yay!
Last but not least, we have Aaron in the red border. Aaron, take it away.
As CJ said, I am Aaron. I play the Frozen Wogue, and for those of you that are new, that's the Ice Genasi Wizard Rogue.
Damn.
Perfect.
Explained it.
Yeah,
Wow.
and that's fantastic.
Well, if I wouldn't have, CJ would have asked me to.
Yeah, exactly. So thank you. Inside jokes, please explain, because we never know whose first time it might be. All right. So last we left off, our players were all over the place inside the ball in Everfall. We saw a couple key figures actually making their way up during the ball, the stairs in the back of the room to that mysterious double door at the top that Friggs has been eyeing the entire time they've been in here. We saw... Who did we see? Duke Roderick Rolf of Port Gadgeton went up there. We saw Divdrin Zalvagon, one of Alan Ray's foils, also go up there separately. And we believe that Sullivan, which may or may not have some dubious past times, is currently escorting up Fixit as a guest, right? I believe, Friggs, you were going up invisibly. You were going to go up invisibly, and then Alan Ray left there alone at the bottom, at the ball, underneath the balcony, wondering how on earth she is going to, if she is going to, go up as well to see why all of these major figures were invited and what could possibly be going on beyond those double doors at the top. All right, players, so I'm going to leave it in your hands. What do you do? The ball is still going on. People are dancing, people are drinking, people are eating and having fun, connecting, mingling. There are powerful people here. Most of the faces you don't know, and they're all wearing, again, the parody masks, the Joker masks. So you guys are still relatively unnoticed. Also, Panner Wormtopple is nowhere to be seen. And Cassandra is also nowhere to be seen. So, party. What do you do?
Okay. I'm gonna make my way out of the main ballroom.
Okay.
Either to the restrooms or go somewhere where there's not so many people.
Sounds good.
And I will grab my book immediately and just start writing, sending to Friggs. Friggs, should I what Fix is getting up there? Should I follow? How am I gonna follow? What's happening? Help!
Gonza, thank you for the 11-month sub, my friend.
Thank you, Gonza.
Keep going.
Oh, Aaron, you're muted.
That's because I had to sneak. What did you say again?
What did you say again?
I forgot
Like, the
unmute.
response is, what did you say again? No, I'm just kidding.
Something like, Fixit's getting brought up there. I don't know where you are. Should I follow? How should I follow? Help!
Right. Yeah, I know. I'm right behind him. His friend's a vampire. There's probably lots of vampires. Send him and let him know.
Hey, Fixit, your friend is a vampire. There's probably lots of vampires. What is going on? Do you need help?
But to let him know that I was going with him too.
Oh yeah, by the way, Friggs is going with you. He's just invisible. 3 messages back to back.
What is a vampire?
I have no idea, but Friggs sounded urgent. Well, from what I can tell in the written way, you know my messages are weird. Do you need help?
Not immediately.
So Friggs says he doesn't need help immediately. What am I? Should I just walk up? I know the Divern is up there.
I mean, I'm heading to the location that we need to go.
So Fix It has said, no, wait, you already know that. Just frantically scribbling into my book.
Who was the last person you said sending to?
You. Back to Friggs.
He says he doesn't need help, but he will. So yeah, as long as he knows I'm in there with him and he's not alone. If you want to find a way up here, do it. Don't get noticed, because that would be bad.
How am I not gonna get noticed? And the I wrote that out. U-H-H-H-H-H-H.
Perfect.
Jesus Christ. Can you not turn invisible?
I can, but my magic is very limited.
Pleb, can you not turn invisible, or what? Sorry.
I can, but my magic is incredibly limited, and that would already mean I'm half spent.
You're a warlock. Talk to someone who make a commotion.
Hold on one second. I will make my way over to where Allie's at.
Okay.
And I will flip the key I got that goes to that door into her pocket. And then I will whisper, and it's like, that key to that door is in your pocket. If you don't have to go invisible and you can find a way up there, you have a way out. I'm gonna go make sure Fix It doesn't die.
That's a good idea.
Well, too late for that. He's already dead. Well, 20% of him is dead.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
You feel the key.
Uh-huh. Make a commotion, huh? Oh, but also, okay, so I should make a commotion, but also shouldn't be noticed. Doesn't mean Nox shouldn't be noticed. Like, again, outside of the ballroom, in a quiet corner, I'll poof Nox into my hands.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Nox, would you like to use your flamethrower?
Now, and he puts his talon on the trigger.
Wait. In a second. I'm going to hold you very close to me, so that you're not seen. You have to be very still. Okay?
Still.
And then
It gets rigid.
yes, perfect. And when I say go, when I tell you to go, you fly out into the middle of the room and you start setting everything on fire you can find, okay?
Oh, okay.
Perfect. And I just kind of hold him as close to me so that like the fluff from the Owlin disguise will disguise Nox. And then we're going to go back inside and wait.
Uh-huh.
I'm confidently making horrible decisions.
Horrible in a good way.
The trick is to have confidence to do it.
I'm fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we are fine, everyone.
We're all fine.
You know
We're
what?
Fine.
Nobody in the audience, please, nobody worry. We really are completely fine.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I shall wait for I guess for them to get there or something to see what's gonna happen next.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Wait, so you're waiting for who to get there?
I'm waiting for Fixit to get in there, and I'm just seeing what's gonna. I'm just waiting for them to get in there.
Well, so they'll lead you up the way. Sullivan's kind of holding Fixit by the shoulder, just kind of like the friendly, like, come on, friend, you know, like where he's got his arm on the shoulder and just kind of walking up the stairs, and he just looks at Fixit. Sullivan just looks at you again, and he just smiles. You know, have I told you how unique you smell? I'm sorry. I feel like I've already said that many times tonight. It's just so intriguing. What? If you don't mind me asking, you don't smell like other Dragonborn that I've met, and I'm just so curious where this smell is coming from. What? Tell me a bit about yourself. And he's walking very slowly up the stairs with you.
That means I can catch up quicker.
Great.
Oh, I imagine you coming up the other side. I'm sorry. Are you going up the same side? Because so like if you're looking at those double doors from the main entrance of the ball, like if you're looking at the staircase to the double doors, there's two staircases going up like this that meet at a double door that go in. And so Duke Rolf went up the right side before, Divdrin went up the left side before, and I imagine that Sullivan is taking Fixit up the left side, and that you were on the other side with the right side with Rolf, so I didn't know. You can go to the side though, it's not a problem. I just imagine
I would be taking whatever side is quicker.
The other side might be quicker, especially seeing as how slow Sullivan is currently
not quicker,
walking.
closest. Sorry, close.
Okay, well then it'll be the right side one for you.
Okay.
Because that's where you guys were during the dance. Okay.
And I'm gonna do my usual, not go in until someone else goes in.
Sure. Okay, so Fix It. He just kind of slowly walks up with you.
Well, you see, I had a very complicated.
It's okay, take your time. Don't worry, there's no rush.
A patchwork series of events that got me to this point.
Interesting.
Had a lot of people to help me get me to this point. Let's just say, I brought a little piece of them with me to keep me, strong.
I see.
Strong-willed, if you see.
Strong-willed indeed. Huh. Well then, friend.
So, where are we heading?
Well, we're heading up to you can call it a meeting of the minds. I have a special seat, you see. Only very, very important guests will be invited. And, well, I think that, well, it's quite an honor to have been invited myself. Though not unexpected. Not to sound crass, of course, I'm sorry. It's just that, well, when you've been around as long as I have, then you meet some people. Make new friends, let's say, along the way. Oh, we got some inspiration from my players. Cool. I just want to make sure you guys aren't going to go into this empty-handed. 3 to Friggs and 2 to fix it. Or 1 to fix it.
Cool.
3 to Fix, 1 to fix it. Puts Friggs up to 4 and Fix It up to 3. Nice. Thank you, viewers. Okay. So, normally they don't allow us to bring in guests, but again, I am quite confident that they will allow me to.
And yeah, that sounds very excellent. I mean,
Indeed, it does.
who might punch a gift horse in the mouth?
Yes. I've... You know, I don't believe... You know what? An interesting take on an old saying. I like that. It's... fresh. Sorry, something in my throat. Yes. Well, here we are, approaching the double doors. You will, well, you won't. Oh, I guess you won't see Friggs, huh? So Friggs, you're kind of at the top of the staircase on the opposite side at this giant balcony, the small balcony. It's a small balcony leading to these double doors. You're kind of just sitting there quietly. Can I get a stealth check from you? Fix it. You'll see that as Sullivan is kind of walking you up, buddy-armed. As you guys turn to the left to go into these double doors, he kind of stops for a moment and just like looks over to the emptiness on the right side and kind of just like
21.
Jesus.
You'll see him sniff. Fix it. Can I get an insight check?
Insight. That one.
Really? No.
6.
Okay.
Oh.
I was just like, wait, no. Did you really? You
That
go.
would be fucking hilarious.
You go up. You go up. You look over at Sullivan, and you'll see him just sniffing the air. Is what it looks like to you.
It would seem that is a wonderful food nearby.
Oh, and he keeps looking at the emptiness over there. Yes, there is. And he licks his lip, and then looks back to the door and continues forward.
Oh, we're gonna die here.
Briggs, you're staring at him, so I'll give you an insight as well.
Oh god.
I'm gonna.
You gonna use the point?
Come on, Friggs.
24.
What?
Briggs, he was looking at you right in the eyes. Maybe that's coincidence, because he was just looking at the empty space. But his eyes stopped and stared directly where yours are. And then continues forward. Perhaps by chance. Perhaps by chance. You
God.
fix it. You're led into the double doors. On the other side of the double door, you'll see lined is this damp, rock-like narrow hallway. It seems that it starts to go right into the stone of the mountain. They didn't put any wall here. They just allowed the natural rock to be the barrier. You continue down with just a few torches on sconces every 20 feet or so. Very dim light. And it goes down for about 100 feet. You just continue to walk, and he just continues to make small talk about the food being subpar, enjoying the dance. It was very fun. And you will eventually, at the end of the 100 feet or so, turn to a double door on the left. The double door has a couple guards standing outside of it. They look like bulky city guards, perhaps Los guards, which you've given up on determining at this point in time whether or not they are, because it seems that they're very mingled with the city guard at this point. He puts his hand on one of the handles at the door, which is, you know, like a bar handle. He looks at you and he's, welcome to the meeting of the minds, my friend. And he'll open the door. And when he opens the door, fix it. Here, I'm gonna throw you. I'll actually have like I drew a rudimentary map, so fix it. I'm actually gonna throw your map up, so if you can zoom in on yourself, my friend, that would be fantastic. Okay, so I can activate your little map. It's just for fun, and boom, we'll throw it. Where am I gonna throw it? Fix It's Foundry should be right here. Oh, is it? Oh, it is, but it's not on top for some reason. No, my foundry.
Oh, we're quite deep in here, right?
To say the least, my friend.
Could I have snuck in behind them when they went through the door?
Could you have snuck
'Cause
in behind them?
I'm waiting for someone to go in the door so I can also go in the door.
You know, if he actually
Yeah.
saw you, he probably held the fucking door for you.
Yeah, you can definitely go in into the door.
God. We're gonna get into the second double door though.
Someone goes in.
Hmm?
Same way I get into every door.
But
I'm
you're
invisible.
invisible. I'm not. How am I gonna
Oh, how are
get in
you
there?
gonna get? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You know, I'll keep my not I'll keep
Oops.
my not smart plan as a last resort.
Yeah.
I have a feeling I'm gonna get to use that one.
It is.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, so there you are at the double doors. Sullivan is next to you. You'll hear some talking on the other side, and when he opens the door, you will see a multitude of figures
God.
sitting at a table.
Ooh.
That's supposed to mean.
Yeah.
I'm so nervous.
Okay. So you open your doors. And you will see at a table,
my
a
God.
very round, large, ovular table. There is Divdrin sitting close on the right side. You'll see Anili Rivkin, the Holy Blaze Brigade leader from before, sitting next to Divdrin in a chair, but she is bruised and beaten and bloodied. Duke Rolf sitting across from her. And next to Rolf is a large knoll, similar to the one that was at the village from before. Sullivan will walk in with you, kind of walk around, looking at everyone sitting down. You'll even see, somehow, Nemurius is sitting here in the corner, and Nemurius sits here next to Duke Roger Rolf, right here, and then just kind of shakes himself off. And you can see that Nemurius is actually a drow. None other than Nemerin Rorin. One of the Silver Whispers. He continues to walk you around the table. You can see more double doors on the opposite side, to the left. And he asks you to take a seat next to him. And the two of you... I'm gonna say the two of you sit.
Do we still have to wear the mask?
Everyone takes off their masks. All their masks are sitting on the table in front of them. You can see that. Friggs, the door... You see that... Here, where's Friggs' character? Here you are, Friggs. So, Friggs, you appear as well. You can see it for a few moments, and then the door slowly closes in front of you. The guards are standing right next to you. They don't notice you, though.
How slowly?
Basically, Sullivan and Fix-It will stand, like Sullivan will have stood while he's kind of looking at everybody in the doorway, blocking your way in. You could try to you know, like ninja past them. But it'll be a pretty difficult attempt. But you certainly can do that. Because they block most of the way, but not all of the way. And it's kind of funny. You'll realize that they didn't go in to the doorway as much as people normally do before they look around. You can see that this figure, Sullivan, sort of stopped before entering the threshold completely. Almost blocking the way on purpose, if it, like, it almost could be. But you think you could squeeze through if you're very careful before the doors close. You're gonna cut it close.
I'm gonna try.
All right, let's do it. Can I get a stealth check from you, my friend, to see if you can duck down and weave around everybody, these people before the doors close?
Using 2 points.
2 points of inspiration. All right, viewers, Aaron is going big. Whoa!
30.
30 will be enough, Friggs, for you to just barely weave. And as you kind of like duck down and try to get past the both of them, you brush up against Fix It on accident, but it's just Fix It, so you're not worried. And Sullivan's hand kind of like
cold.
he kind of stretches and like almost smacks you with his elbow as you're kind of dodging. But you are able to narrowly escape, and you make it into the room. You are invisible. And you will see all these figures as well. You see, like I said, Divdrin. You see, from Ali's past. You see Nemrin, which is the brother of the Silver Whispers, from the cave. You guys met them at the cave. They were looking for someone that you turned in. Duke Roderick Rolfe is sitting here, from Port Gadgerton. And Anili, which is again the leader of the Holy Blaze Brigade from the village you were just at, is in here. And then you'll see Sullivan and Fix It go to the other side of the table, on the right side. And sitting on the opposite of Fix It, as he sits down, is just again a gnoll that looks to be like the one from before at the village. But you'll notice that this one has all white fur, and the hands, feet, and mouth is just blood red. It is not the same gnoll from before. Although the same size, it is intimidating.
Is it
Sitting
red as in like... Sorry, go ahead.
it's just funny. You can see Duke Rolfe does not even seem phased to be seated right next to this beast.
Is the red seem like fresh blood or like dyed fur?
Well, from this distance, a mix of both, maybe. You're not sure. Perhaps some of it is fresh blood, because his teeth are a bit stained red as well. And maybe it is dyed, but it would not be too far off to guess that the dye is also blood from before.
I will kind of post up over here
Okay.
in the corner
All right.
and just
And
observe.
that Noel's lucky. I bet he doesn't have to eat his food utensils.
The creature looks over to you. My utensils are part of my mouth. And he just like flashes his teeth, and you'll notice that these gnoll teeth are not just rows and rows of sharp teeth, like a regular gnoll. However, there are 4 teeth in the front, top, and on the bottom that are longer than normal. Sharper than normal.
You said that Nilly looked...
Oh, she's beaten. Yes.
beaten?
Anelia looks like she's beaten. She's bruised. There's blood coming off of her nose. She has a black eye. And you'll see that she is actually chained with like metal manacles to the her arms to the chair and her feet to the ground. She is not here by choice.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And you'll fix it. You'll sit down right next to a Nedy to your left. And she'll just kind of like spit out some blood and look over to you. Oh, I've met you before. Where do I know you from? Ah, everything's hazy.
Oh, don't worry about me. You should take it easy.
Where are we? Do you... Just sitting in his chair like a pompous ass, you know, just like he's like man spreading and like he's like slunched over in his chair, slouched over, just kind of looking around. On the other side of Neely, you know. Oh, this is quite drab. The walls are made of a marble, but it's like a light gray marble, and it's very plain in here, to say the least. But you'll see on the northern and southern parts of the walls, there is like a piece of slate that is almost it looks different. There's a crack essentially. Fix it, Friggs. You'll see like right here that there's like an obvious, not hidden, like kind of like a split in the marble wall, not continuous. Even the NPCs are shrimping, so we will indeed posture check that. Divdrin continues to sit, though. He doesn't change his face. He doesn't follow the rules. Viewers, he doesn't follow the rules. Okay. Okay. They're all sitting. Again, you'll see them all there. So Nemurius was indeed Nemerin, and so you'll see Nemerin from across the way fix it, and he'd be like, "Fix it, my friend." Oh, well. Wait, I know you. Have we? And he leans in. Have we met before? We've met before. I know you. Where did I see you? Oh my!
I sure have one of those faces.
You are from Bottleneck Cove. That was you, wasn't it? Oh, we remember you.
Still sweating for the mask.
Everyone else put their masks down. You still have yours on? Like, all their masks are just in front of them on the table.
Well... Well, might as well go and dig first.
That
I'm
you...
gonna take off my mask.
That's what... It took me this long to remember. When I saw you the other day outside of the jeweler store, I knew that I knew you from somewhere. You're a clever bunch. Where are your friends? And you'll see, like, Divdrin will kind of just, like, from sitting slouching, relaxing, looking around. When he says that, he'll kind of just look a little more interested and look over at Fix It. Oh. I know you, too.
Hello, Divdrin.
You're Ratchet, right?
Fix It.
That's what I said. Yes, whatever.
A ratchet is what, carry.
Barbaric. Huh. Why are you here? Why? Well, who are you? And you look across the table at Nemerin. Maybe you've heard of me and my sister. We are the Silver Whispers. Nemerin Norin at your service. Yes. Divdrin will just look at him. Silver Whispers. No. Sorry, I've never heard of you. Nemerin will just kind of like, his smile will slowly fade to a frown. That's fine. Maybe I'll have to teach you what it means then, sometime. And Divridin would just look at Nemery and just... Will I invite it? Sure. Where's the food? Where's the wine? Just like sits there, just continues to complain. Duke Rolf is just sitting stiff. The captor, sitting next to him, looks over at Rolf. Tiny half-elf. Why are you here? Who are you? Oh, I know that color. Port Gadriton. Can't wait to suck your city dry. I'll just look up at him and ignore him. My city will not be sucked dry by anyone. Less by someone like the likes of you. You don't have what it takes to even breach the walls, dog. The captor will snarl and like grip his fist. And then breathe. As he hears, as you all hear, the doors on the opposite side open. Very slowly begin to creak. Allie, what are you doing during this time?
Painting.
No, not Nedy. What is Allie doing?
No, last plan was to make a commotion, then walk up, and I don't know that there's a second next set of doors that lead right to the room where I'm gonna be, right there. So that's gonna be fun. So,
Did anyone understand that? Viewers, can you help me decode this, please?
Okay. So.
Every time Nedy squeaks, a squirrel spawns somewhere. Just so y'all go. When every time Nedy squeaks, there is a squirrel that is spawned somewhere in this world.
Okay.
And each squirrel gets spawned, gets perpetually angrier.
Oh, let's do it. Each squirrel that spawns because of Nedy squeaks will get perpetually angrier in the wild. This is going to be so much fun.
God, I really don't want to go there, but Allie.
Hey, you wanted to wait, so I let you, but you have to go through with it. Viewers, this is the difficulty of D&D when you have like meta player knowledge, but character knowledge is not there. And then let's be real, you gotta stick with your character's knowledge, and it just like goes against every fiber of your being, right? To like, I know I shouldn't do this now, but oh my god.
There's all these people I don't want to see. So Allie is close to the staircase, and after seeing that, oh my god, it's starting. After seeing that, Fix-It is gone. She just kind of counts to 20 very slowly.
Okay.
Okay. Nox. Everything you can get to. Go. And I'll let go of Nox. And just let him go. There's like, you said there's like these like cloth streamers.
There's like cloth streamers and everything. Burn. Okay, Nox is just like, I finally can do it. I can do it. And you say the word go, and he just flies off, and he immediately pulls the trigger, and just these flames fly out from the device that Fix-It created for him earlier. Fire's just burning all the streamers. Everything's catching fire. You hear all these screams. All these people begin to shriek and scream, and you'll see people begin to panic and run. Allie, can I get a con check? Because you're shoulder checked at one point by someone. Everyone's panicking. People are falling over. Everyone is screaming. Let's see what your con check. Nat 20. Someone checks into you and topples over. And you are apparently very sturdy from the fear, maybe? I'm not sure. Stiff as a board takes on a new meaning in this one. You know what I mean? So, basically, everyone just starts to panic. Everyone begins to panic, and you have just a few moments to make a decision. Because you can see that some casters are already canting.
Yeah.
So they're about to cast something, maybe to put this out. You have a few moments, though. The guards are distracted from the stairwells. There's so many people going around that it is easy, it's advantageous to even move in this situation, you could say.
Are they still up there, the guards?
The guards at the balcony.
Yeah, or did they?
Yeah, they begin to kind of. Yeah, I'll have them go down. Yeah, sure. They'll run down to try to help control and quell the crowd. They'll go down to the stairs bottoms, though. The two
Okay.
the guards that are at the bottoms move into the crowd, and the two that are on top come down to the bottoms. So there's less guards at the staircases. The staircases again are like 6 feet wide, mind you. So he can't stand there and physically take up all the space, but
Yeah.
he can see the entire space.
Okay.
But there's a lot of commotion, a lot of noise. There's so much noise, no one would hear you verbally can't.
Good. So I will. Oh shit! I took prestidigitation instead of minor illusion. Oh fuck.
You have.
I'm going to.
Mm-hmm.
Firebolt the guard at the bottom and set him on fire. I'm gonna try and set him on fire.
Okay, shoot away.
So then he goes away.
Launch the bolt. Everyone's screaming, so no one can hear you. Aaron, you're muted. Everyone's screaming, so no one can hear you. But you're basically just begin to kind of like move the hand incantations and ready to let out the.
I don't have to move my hand anymore because Aphrophilia was like, "Nope, you dumb.
Oh,
You're always getting."
That's right. She did. So you have just the. You have the. You can literally just cast this spell right now, and no one's going to hear you.
That's an 18 to hit.
18 does hit the guard, and that's the
I just
damage.
want to set him on fire. Yep.
Okay. So you cast it, it hits the guard. You can see that his chest armor kind of melts. It's so hard of an intense. It melts into his chest. He kind of just like lets out a scream, but barely, no one can, you can barely hear it yourself, and you're next to him. And he topples to the ground.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna run up to the door with the key.
Okay, you run up to the door with the key. Can I get a sleight of hand check though? No, you know what? I'm gonna give it to you because no, it's chaos. I'll give it to you.
Thank you.
You'll run up, you'll get the key, and you'll see that the door is not locked.
Perfect. Through.
Okay, you run through into the tunnel. You now see the rough mountainous rock formation walls and ceiling down this long hallway. It goes about 100 feet down. And as the doors close behind you and the screaming kind of just almost completely stops, it dampens the noise basically completely. You hear nothing now. And you will just run the 100 feet, but down at the end of the hallway, you can see the two guards are still standing there. And they kind of like look over. Or they're looking over right now. You see them looking over. What do you do? They're 100 feet away, so it's not like detail. It's still pretty far. But they heard the noise for at least a few moments.
I am going to create the illusion of fire and smoke coming around the corner. See if I can.
There's
get
no
them to
corner.
me
It's a
with that.
straight hall.
Oh, it's a straight hall.
And there's no corner. The doors are on the left,
front
but
of
it's not a.
Then I'm going to.
Like you have your doors you just walk through. It's a straight hall 100 feet, and there's doors on the end on the left.
I thought there was a turn.
I mean, yeah, probably a slight turn, but they're right there.
Huh.
It's not. It's 100 feet, so you're gonna. They're able to see where you are.
Let's see. Check the nose. Magic effects. Color. Small marker symbol appear on an object or surface.
You'll just kind of hear from the end of the hall. What's going on?
Shit, it's 10 feet.
And those of you inside don't hear it. Not those of you inside the room don't hear it either. These doors dampen sound.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so dumb. That's so dumb. I am going to be even number now. I'm going to start walking towards them
Okay.
really fast and just, my husband, have you seen him? Where is he? I'm trying to find my husband. Have you seen him? There's fire.
Hey, like,
Everything is on fire.
Miss, what's going on? Miss, what's happening? What's happening?
Everything is on fire, and I can't find my husband. Where
Okay.
is he? I don't
Why
know.
are you here? This is a restricted area, Miss. No, you need to go
I'm trying
back.
to find my husband. Everything is on fire.
Miss, you need to. What do you mean it's all on fire?
It is all on
Okay.
fire. The ballroom. It just went ablaze. I don't know. Everyone started screaming, and I couldn't find my husband, and I just ran to the nearest door.
Miss, roll deception. Roll deception. He kind of looks at the other guard.
Use a point of inspiration.
Okay.
Oh, come on, dice, please. 24 total.
24 total. Okay, he kind of looks at the other guard and is all, wait here, I'll go check it out. All right. He just kind of sits there and stares at you. And the other guard runs down the hall. Yeah. This guard just kind of sits there and looks at you. Who's your husband?
Oh, it is Tobias Bravebell. You know, he's an owl, and you know we were from far away, and I don't know what to do.
No.
And I cast Karen Bolt at him.
Okay, I'll give you advantage. I'll give you...
Shoot him down with the power of your mind grapes.
You know, if only I wouldn't know what's behind these doors, I wouldn't be so thrilled. I'm like, hell yeah! That's a 17 to hit.
17 still hits this guy.
Okay.
Pocket bolt.
The pocket sands. It's pocket bolt.
That is not a lot of damage. I'm gonna up that to a 14 total points of damage.
Okay, what are you adding to that?
I can add my charisma modifier
Got
as
it.
radiant or fire damage.
Perfecto. Okay. So you make it a 14. 14 is enough. You'll fire the Curing Bolt at him, and he'll just it'll hit him in the chest, and he'll kind of just like let out a gurgle as and drop to the ground.
I'm so sorry.
And then the other guard is barely at the end of the hall. He's 100 feet away. He's already opened the door so he can hear all the noise and sees the fire, so he runs out there. And there's now double doors in front of you. And this guard gurgling up blood on the ground.
Oh.
Thank you for the gifts, my friend. Yay, gurgling blood.
Thank you.
Nice.
I'm so sorry. And I grab my book and I just... Rex, I'm in front of another set of double doors. Should I come in? Is that the way to go?
Why would you? No, wait. I'm gonna back up. That is too meta. There's no reason that your character with no other options in this hallway would ask, are these the right doors?
Okay.
Please.
Okay.
That is... No. DMs, keep your players in line. Keep your players in line, DM.
Players, try and get away with shit
No,
like this.
don't listen to her. Don't listen to her. Don't.
I will
If
just...
you're gonna try it, be less obvious.
Yeah, like at least have some scrap of like viability. There's literally nowhere else to go in this hallway.
I'm so sorry, and I'll just push him to the side, out of the way. It's like, oh, so sorry. Shh.
Oh my
You'll be
God.
fine. You're
Just
probably
try to
won't.
sweep it under the rug.
Yeah, like you're pushing him aside and
Yeah.
he's looking at you and he's like just grabbing his throat and just like grabs your arm. It's like
Oh no.
You push him to the side and he just drops up.
Asleep now, embrace the wolf.
Oh, that is not good.
While this is happening, although the inside players don't know, you'll see Sullivan and the captor both sniff and look towards the double doors. Friggs, you do notice that he sniffed the same way that he sniffed earlier when he saw you. Or looked at your eyes, not saw you, but looked at your eyes. You know what I mean, looked in your direction. It's the same sniff-looking thing. This sniff doesn't look like someone like sniffing food. It's very succinct. It's very short, sharp sniffs, like very precise. You know what I mean? Like it's a different kind of sniff you can notice. It doesn't seem normal. But anyway, the two of them both do that.
Animalistic and instinct.
So,
Yeah, very
next
much
thing
so.
everyone inside sees is the doors opening. I can't.
And the double doors will open. And we'll be right back after a quick 7-minute break. Don't go anywhere, you guys. And hello, we are back to It's a Crit. I am CJ, the DM, and this is Into Anterium. With me is Nedy and
Hello.
Chris and Aaron over there. So, right now, Alan Ray is opening the double door. Alan Ray, how do you open the double doors? Everyone is still talking in here. Fix it. You know, everyone's talking. Friggs, you're kind of brooding in the corner, trying to hide, not be seen or smelled.
Okay. So, still looking like the Owline I am not.
Oh, that's right. The Owlin. Well,
I'm still
yeah, the
Owlin.
Owlin just murdered 2 guards.
Yep.
I just realized how funny that is. Oh my god. So not even Allie is like held responsible for this, but the random Owlin family, the brave. Oh my god, the Brave Billies are so screwed. All right.
They're dead anyway. So.
Oh, he will Ellen way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Shh, 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 shh. She didn't push him out the way. Okay, that's the only way.
All right.
All right. Is it push or pull? I guess I'm gonna pull first. Does it open if I pull it, or do I have to push it? Because this might get really embarrassing. Like, put my hands on there and I just pull.
Okay. You pull, and it doesn't
Yeah.
work.
Oh.
They seem to be push doors.
It's like, oh.
That's why you just say you open the door.
No, then I'll be the DM. They'll be like, "Do you push or pull?" So-
Yep.
I'm just kidding.
This way at least I was like, yep, this is gonna be really embarrassing now. So I'm just, oh. Push open the door very slowly.
Okay.
See what's behind it.
Okay. Before Alan
Another
Ray
corridor.
pushes that door open, fix it time-wise. Is there anything fix it would ask anyone at the table right now? During the everyone is having small talk, well, except for Rolf, who's just staring, and then you'll see Duke. Actually, as a matter of fact, Rolf will just look at you, kind of raise his eyebrow, and then just look away.
Fix it. Oh god.
It's hard to tell what he's thinking. But yeah, so fix it. While you're in here, since you came in, is there anything else before Allie opens this door?
Yes, please. Something.
So,
Actually, before even
So-
Allie opens the door,
Salvador.
yeah, I just realized. Yeah, so Allie will come in after, but yes. So Dividend will look over at you. Yes, tool it, whatever. Can I help you with something?
how you doing? I haven't seen you in a while.
Oh, good. Oh, good. We got to bleed that wretched Niran dry. Oh, it was so much fun. The screams. They were enchanting.
Good, good. So
Oh,
business is all good then?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Absolutely.
Gonna take a note of that information for Allie later.
Thanks. She'll be thrilled.
Mhm.
I'm gonna, back in Bob Spellable's place, he gave us alchemist flask that looks like a hip flask.
Are you talking to me? You're talking to... Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. What is it?
Yeah.
You
You
get-
CJ.
Yeah, sorry. You gave what?
Bob Spellable gave us alchemist fire. It looks like a
Oh.
hip flask.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take one of those, pretend to drink it, and set it down, and put my mask over that. Just in case.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Guys, you need to catapult something, or...
Just in case, indeed. Okay. Okay. Okay then. Sure. That's fine. So...
What was that?
Sorry, it was a ghost, I know. I'm trying to move tokens, but yeah, anyway, so yeah, okay, so you place it down, and the doors, fix it, and Friggs on the opposite side. Not the ones you came through, but the opposite doors opened first. When they open, you will see a very well-dressed human female walk through. You will immediately recognize her as the girl that both of you and Allie turned over in Bottleneck Cove. It is Amelia Esterus.
Oh my god. Well,
She was turned over, viewers. The party decided to turn her over in place of her mother. Her mother is an advisor and protector of the Duke Roderick Rolfe of Port Gadgerton. She sacrificed herself so that way her mother could continue to protect the Duke. It is what the Esterus family has done for generations, and she was taken away by the Silver Whispers, no less, being Nemerin Rorin and his sister, and sold to someone who paid thousands of gold for the capture of this person. But here she stands, unscathed, well-dressed, well taken care of, and she strolls into the room. She stands at the head and... Welcome, everyone. She looks around the room, just kind of half glancing, and sees Fix-It and just kind of double takes slightly and...
I'm not gonna make eye contact.
Just continues to look around, and you'll see her just kind of like, she's standing like with her hands and on her arms like this as she walks through. She strolls through, and then she sees Fix-It and like scratches herself a little bit, and just relaxes. Welcome to the meeting of the minds. I am Amelia, and I will host you tonight and entertain you as our Lord is making his way over. I apologize for the delay, but it will all start soon. Please enjoy the meal in the meantime. And she'll clap, and a few servants will come out from behind her, and you will see that they will have these silver platters with the little silver dome on top, and they'll come and spread food or platters on each of in front of each of your seats, except for Neely's seat. They do not put one in front of her seat. Or Fix-It's. They open the plates, and the plates will actually have very elegant meals, custom made for each of the characters at the table, each of the figures, if you will. Divdrin has the most elegant lobster, like seafood scampi, that you've ever seen. Anelia has nothing again. Nemerin sits there, and he simply has what appears to be like a chicken, roast chicken, like the entire chicken itself is sitting there in front of him. Duke Roderick Rolfe has served a steak. Well done. I know, right? Well done, please. And then the captor has raw meat placed in front of him, as does Sullivan. They're served with wine as well. The servants leave, and Amelia stands to the side as everyone begins to eat, continues to talk for a few more minutes, and eventually Amelia will clap again. Your attention soon, Mayor Washington, or as he is known in the public eye, will be approaching through the doors any minute now. On your best behavior, please, guests, and thank you all for being here. It is very, very important that we had all of your presences at this table. I think some of you know why, and we'll get to that very soon. First, let me introduce, and she'll turn around as you hear pairs of footsteps, 4 pairs of footsteps. 4 pairs, 2 pairs of footsteps coming through the door, and you will see first this old man, and you hear a cane, the wooden every step he takes, kind of hunched over, his hand behind his back, and he walks with the cane. Long white beard, bald man in a brown coat. Fix-It and Friggs, you'll immediately recognize him as the figure from the forest from before, during the fight outside of Smoothacre, Allie's hometown. The old man will slowly make his way And Amelia will... This is Master Tezen. As he comes around the board. Very slowly, just makes his way, just kind of makes it to his chair. Kind of like a very low nod, or like a, not a low nod, but a very slight nod. Seeing as his age is showing. He comes to his chair and he looks around the room at all of the other figures. I am Master Tezen, thank you for coming. Lord Grimoire. Will appreciate your presence, thank you. And he looks around the room and he kind of looks at the corner, as he's sitting through the corner of his eye, he shoots a shot at the glance. He shoots a glance at the corner where Friggs is standing. And sits down. Oh. Yes. And then Amelia will wait till he sits. And now you have all been waiting for your true host, known as Ballamore Washington by the people here, as he has been for many years. May I present to you, for the first time, Lord Jack Grimoire. And you will see the gray, silver-clad Dragonborn who fired the artillery at Fix-It in the battlefield before. Who's standing next to this Master Tezen during that battle as well, up here at the head of the table. He seems to be Dragonborn as well, but his horns do not go up, but they actually go out and back. He's an imposing aura as he enters the room. Then he sits down. I am Drac. And then he'll, like, cast... you'll see him sort of cant on himself, and he'll cast Disguise Self. And he appears as the human that appears to be Ballamore Washington, which, Friggs, you'll recognize Washington as the mayor. He was mayor when you left as well. And then he'll uncast it after everyone goes, "Oh!" And they'll clap. I am Jack Grimoire, and I have called you all here today. Thank you for heeding my invitation. As all of you may know, our realm is not steady under the rule of this false family. They call themselves emperors and empresses. And all they sit upon is not a throne, but a bed of lies. We are all subjects of the United Anterium hold. This empire we live in is built on false declarations and claims to the throne. This was once a great place, not long ago. My comrades, this was once the holy Anduvalon state. And I intend to bring that back. The powers of holy necromancy may have been lost to time to most, but I found what I need to bring it back. We will once again harness the powers of this blessed undeath. And he glances at Sullivan and then at the captor. I have already been successful in some of my trials, but in others not so much. And I have learned from my mistakes. The key will be shared to you after the rest of our discussion. And Allie will open the doors. Allie pushes open the door, and everyone just kind of looks over at the doors as Allie opens it.
I open them. I see them all. I recognize Nemrin and Neely and Divdren and the and I'm just like, oh no, no.
And you'll just
pull them
you
closed.
pull them closed, and you'll feel the doors pulled open again. And as the door opens, you just see the smiling face of Divdren. Hi, cousin. Come in. What an odd time to see you. Why do you look like that? And he grabs you by the shoulder gently and kind of like gently nudges you to come in, pulls you in. Come, cousin. So,
Hi.
cousin, join us at the table.
Move by myself.
Yeah, so he brings you down and he sits you down at the table. And so you sit at the opposite end of the table of Jack Grimoire. And you'll just kind of sit there and look at all the Fix-It sitting there on the opposite side to the right. There's just this table of all these creatures, and you see the captor. It doesn't seem to recognize you, but you recognize it.
There's.
You stare at the captor, being the Knoll behemoth that captured you that night with those merchant friends so long ago when you left your town for the first time to find your mother. Before you were even a warlock, before you knew what magic really was or how it felt. This is the creature that triggered the events of your pact.
Allie visibly starts shaking, staring at him.
It stares, kind of looks around and looks at you and just kind of scoffs, and you don't see recognition in its eyes when it looks over to you. It just continues to look back to Jack Grimoire. Who are you? You were not invited. Emilia will bend over or like kind of come up behind Jack, Lord Grimoire, and you can see her whisper something. And he leans back and listens and looks over at you, and then looks over at Fix-It. And then looks back at Allie. It seems the fates have brought us all here. And then he looks at Fix-It again. Fix-It just looks away. And looks back to the rest of the group again.
Still in Owlin, by the way.
Yeah, you're still in Owlin.
If no one else does anything about it, Allie does not think that far currently.
Yeah, Tezen will
Hell no.
reach out his hand and dispel it. We are all here with our true faces on, even our Lord Grimoire. We ask that you do the same. Thank you, young lady, for not resisting. I'm too old to continue fighting. I like to avoid it if at all possible.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Oh, well. I do appreciate it one more time, young lady, that you are not hiding behind some facade. Nobody in here should be. And he like just looks around the room, just like nonchalantly, and just kind of glances real fast at the corner with his eyes a couple times, and then just sits, just kind of relaxes. Very well. Some of us are not good at following rules. Oh, but I'm too old to care.
Fix it.
When he says that, I'll drop the invisibility. I'm just kind of like leaning there against the wall in the corner.
The only one phased is Divdrin. He kind of just looks back. He's like, "Oh, there's an intruder! There's an intruder! It's..." Everyone else
Of
just kind of looks at
course.
Divdrin and
My
just
cousin.
like, Divdrin
Of
just
course,
looks,
my relative is the
Wait.
dumb one.
he is a murderer! No? Oh. Well, we're expecting it. Okay. I don't know. I tried.
If Fix It at all looks over to Ali at any point, Ali just to Fix It.
He's all, no,
I'll just whisper Umag under my breath so the spell drops. So it's...
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Looking around the table of all these figures, you do indeed see again, well, many figures from your past, each of you. You don't see any sign, though, of a couple key figures. Right? You do not see any signs of Stormcook, of the mannequin, or of
Oh.
Panner and Cassandra. Of course, were already missing, but Caressa Estrus, the mother of Amelia, is also not here. The one who was left behind to guard Duke Rolf. Okay.
Any Leonin?
No Leonin here.
Good for him.
Okay.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
If I just very casually try to see through Nox's eyes, am I more than 100 feet away from Nox currently?
Yeah.
Shit. Is there still a Nox?
Yeah, you can feel his presence, right? Or how does it work? I forgot.
I'll know, yeah, if he gets killed, I'll feel
You
the
haven't felt it
connection
yet.
tether.
He's probably still out there burning everything.
I should poof him away. I'll poof him away just so that I don't have to resummon him.
Okay.
Who knows, maybe we'll need him.
Okay. Sounds good. So sitting in here, Lord Grimoire once again just looks around and... Is that everyone? I got tired of these games. Take a seat. He's looking at Briggs.
It's all the same.
I will not ask twice. Amelia will look over at you and kind of like shrug, and you can see like a dagger underneath her hands, underneath the flowy robe.
Is there a seat open?
Yeah, there's seats between basically everybody. Anyone can scoot over.
Please, please, let's not be rude to our humble host.
I'll take a seat between Ali and Devdrin.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
You read my mind. Aw.
Okay.
Ellie glances. The moment Fricks sits down, Ellie just glances over and just tries to center herself and calm down. We're all gonna die together.
I do not know the three of you, but you seem to have connections to the ones who are here, so I will allow you to stay.
We can go if you don't want us here. Really?
The captor will just snarl. Just... Hmm. You smell foul. Duke will look up at her. Silence, dog. Once again, we are here for a meeting and it's important. Listen. The captor looked down at him and kind of just snarl again and show his teeth. Tezin will just raise his hand. That's enough, please. We are all here for a reason. Let us listen to it. Jack will sit up straight again. We are all here because I have spent time collecting trophies, if you will. And it is now time for all of you to decide what side you will take and what is to come. Sullivan. Captor. These two are the future. The revival of the Holy Anduvalon state depends on all of you here, your support. And I have things that may persuade you to join the right side of history. And we can erase the blemish on the books that is this family in charge. Will any of you join this revival? Without need for further discussion. Tezin will look around the room and look over at Friggs. Just kind of smile.
Stop staring at Tezin the entire time.
He just kind of looks at you and sighs. I do. To the Holy Anduvalon state, then. The captor raises its hand. Sullivan will bow and raise his hand.
Does Tezin look like he's actually doing it of his own accord, or does it look like he's been made that decision like under?
Roll insight.
Using my last point. What are the chances I can get advantage because it's Tezin?
0.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
That is not a lot.
I'll give it to you. Yeah, you can have advantage.
Oh. Ooh. Oh!
Why did I give you advantage?
Yes! It was the first roll too, so really.
Okay.
Not 20 for 25.
Hell yeah!
Mm. Hmm. 25. When he looked at you and he deep sighed, you could see that his eyes were sad. Very sad. You could call that a form of duress, I suppose. It did not seem that he is excited to raise his hand. Not in the same way Sullivan and the captor did. Okay. So the three of them raise their hands. Anili and the Duke do not raise their hands. They look at each other and everyone else around the room, and the Duke does not. Nemarin sits there and just kind of looks around, looking at everybody, seeing what they do as well, and so does Divdrin. And then
if I inquire, oh gracious host, might if I gain insight of this um, holy scripture you speak of?
No, I will not share the secrets of the new empire with someone I do not know. Were you to join, then perhaps I could explain some things to you.
Well, I've well, you see, yeah, I've done a lot of things, and that requires a lot of resources. And how can anyone else here invest our resources into a project that we have no knowledge of doing beforehand? I'm not doubting your proposal. It's just a little bit of information can help us in the future in the long run.
He kind of sits there and he looks at you. And the other two, Friggs and Alan Ray, you guys certainly have heard stories of the Holy Duvalon. It was some 100 years ago or so. It was a couple generations back. So, this new empire is a new empire. It's actually, this kingdom. The United Anterium hold is new. The Abidane's family led a coup. You guys know that history. And Fix-It, maybe you've heard stuff, but you were never taught. So maybe Fix-It isn't clear on what exactly the heck happened, right? Your question confirms a suspicion I had of you, number 6. You do not know of the state. And all children know of the state.
Mm-hmm.
And when he says 6, it hits you, right? You Fix-It. You are hit by a flood of memories, broken images of different times, of caves, of laboratories, of different figures always around you, but in the crowd of figures you always see not a face, but a specific shape of horn. After this flood of memories comes back and slams into your mind, the horns of Jack Grimoire fit that shape. Your memories you have, though, are being strapped to a bed with the feet of a dragonborn, stuck in a cage, looking down and seeing the arms of an elf, whipped against a pole, blood green dripping out. Your skin tone as well. Each of these memories comes into you. None of them from the same perspective. Even the height at which you see the world from, and each memory is different. None of them are yours, and yet they all are. Fix-It. Can I have a wisdom save?
Oh, Fix-It. Oh, baby. You poor thing.
$16.
16. Okay. Fix-It, you are unable to hold back a stream of tears. Not sobbing, but just the tears. You don't even feel like you should cry, but a part of you is. Or maybe many parts. And Sullivan and the captor are looking at you, fixated on you. Sullivan, his eyes are the eyes of an inspired moment. Did he say 6? Are you number 6? And Sullivan just puts his hands on Fixit's shoulders. The number 6?
I'll prefer you call me, Fix It. You know, a new life, a new person.
6? You're a miracle. I am 487. The captor will look over and 642.
Oh.
Jack will kind of put his hand on the table, slam it down, not too hard, but just a... Now is not the time for pleasantries. Collect yourselves. We are here for more urgent matters. And he looks to the other half of the table, who has not yet raised their hand, being Fix-It onward and Duke onward. Duke Rolf will look at the party and look over to Jack Grimoire. I do not agree. And he'll look over at Amelia and just kind of like, you can see him. Those of you that are, yeah, so the three of you kind of looking at him fixated. You've seen him before. He kind of like rustles his shoulder a little bit. You haven't seen him move that way before. He's usually quite rigid. And Jack Grimoire will... Oh, I think that you will. Everyone that you have gathered at your tiny little town will be mine. And he'll look at Amelia. And Amelia will kind of... Her hands have been on her, you know, her wrist like this, and she shows her left hand, and she has a ring on it. And Jack will just show up his left hand, and you can see there's a ring on it as well. You, Duke, are obligated by the laws of our traditions, our lands. To assist an ally through marriage to your daughter. Amelia just kind of looks down, embarrassed and overwhelmed, right? And Duke just kind of looks shocked for a moment, unable to hide the shock.
What? Oh, that's awkward.
He kind of sits down slowly.
If he looks over at me, I just shake my head. No, I don't.
He's just staring straight dead eye at the table. And yeah, he'll look over at the two of you, and he'll see you shake no, and he'll look at Ali. And you can see him just like overwhelmed, slowly breathing, trying his best to keep his composure, breathing deeply, trembling. The air is. And he'll look over at Fix-It briefly. Fix-It trying to compose himself as well. I kind of just look down at the table and just... You'll see him become small. Hunch his shoulders forward, inward, curl down. hand trembling. Port Gadgerton will support you. And he just looks down and slumps his head. Withdrawn, embarrassed, and defeated. His face is pale. And Nedy looks over. Her eyes just, although weakened, stares around the room. Just, I will never support this aberration. It goes against the Holy Blaze Brigade itself. We may be unconventional, but we are not traitors. And we will not support these aberrations that you've created. Looking at the captor and at Sullivan. And at Fix-It now.
When she says traitors, I look at Tezen.
Tezen just kind of sees you shoot a glance over and he just kind of looks down a little bit and looks away. The Duke and Tezen both having very similar small statures at this point in time. Nemerin kind of looks over and just leans over to Allie and Friggs just... Oh, well... You know... It was pretty sneaky of you. You were very clever, both of you. The way you disguised her mother, or her as her mother. Lucky for us, she's the one we wanted. My sister saw you in the cave. She has a familiar too. It's this disgusting little bat. But it served its purpose. So we happily accepted when you brought her right to us. Thanks for that. The Silver Whispers have been contracted, and while the money flows, we will happily support Lord Grimoire.
Really?
Divdrin looks over. I appreciate the offer, Lord Grimoire, but we, the Zalvagons, well, we don't have need for it, right? We are simply looking for one thing in particular, and, well, I brought you a gift, though, to try to persuade other parties. He looks over at his cousin. So, if you don't mind, my lord, I think that with Port Cadreton, or its leader, out of the way, I think that we'll be able to carry on without having to get into this little squabble, if that's all right. Jack Grimoire will just... By the end of today, all of you at this table will either join or die. Divdrin smiled, disgusted. Oh, that's unfortunate. And you can, Friggs and Allie, you can kind of see that, like, his hand is on his leg. And it's been on his leg the entire time, the right hand. So. Then the three of you, looking at Fix-It, Friggs, and Alan Ray. Though you are nobodies, we are always in need of capable soldiers. And being here shows me that you are capable. So, do you join? Or do you wish to refuse my most gracious offer? Tezen will look over at Friggs. His eyes, like, bleeding. But he says nothing. Keeps his head low. The three of the player characters are sitting there, thinking, recovering. Jack Grimoire losing his patience. You can see, his snaps a few times. Emilia looks over to the northern wall. And she will drop what appears to be this marble wall barrier. And behind it you will see glass with bars reinforcing it. And to the north you will see 4 figures in cages. Well, some of you will. I guess I can do this for the players to see. Okay, players, you see in 4 different cages 4 figures that you recognize. One being Bear Killer, which was the orc from the Smoothacre village encounter of the Holy Blaze Brigade. You will see Soul Rain Nirin, withered, not but a skeleton, laying on the ground in another cage. Lugin Rivkin, one of Anili's brothers, and a drow who looks like, well, Cirilla Zalvagon. Though Cirilla being Alan Ray's aunt, the twin of her sister. Divdrin will look at Alan Ray. I brought your daddy. He's still alive. Jack and Jack Grimoire will look at Divdrin and be like, and I brought what you need. Zilia Nirin. Alan Ray's mother. Divdrin will stop smiling at Ali and just like, I'm sorry? What? Okay, viewer. Join us, Zalvagon, and I will gift her to you. Oh, gods. Oh.
With tears just in Allie's eyes, running down her cheeks, she leans over Friggs, puts a hand on Divdrin's leg, cramped up.
Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Cousin, ow, hurts. Please stop. Ow.
You responsible for this?
For what? I brought your father, not your mother. I had no idea they had her.
What's your plan now, huh?
Join and take your mother. Of course. The Zalvagons join. Grimoire will now stare at Ali, who's on Divdrin, basically. Just... And you? Do you wish to save your mother? And what about you? Looking at Anili Rivkin. And Anili's just like... Brother, Bear Killer, please, no, I cannot. And you'll hear them both just yelling out, don't do it. Don't join. It goes against everything we hold dear. And then Nely would just take that inspiration and hold firm. And Jack Grimoire will look at them and just... And he'll look at Amelia. And Amelia will walk over to Bear Killer's cage. And Anili just... You leave them alone! We cannot join you! We will not falter! And Amelia looks back at Bear Killer and throws a dagger. And it hits Bear Killer in the throat. Bear Killer just eyes wide open, gurgles, and topples backward. Shael Bear Killer is dead. Anili will scream. Lugin as well. As you all sit around the room, everything is silent. Everything is still. Even the body hitting the floor makes no noise. And then the silence is cut short by the sudden crescendo of screams from Nedy and Lugin, yelling just disgusting words at Grimoire, hollering. Do you join? And Nedy just crying, tears streaming down her face, looking at her brother. Lugin still screaming, "Don't do it, sister." Nedy looks to him, weakened. No. Emilia walks over to the cage and releases another dagger.
Okay.
Lugin is struck. Lugin falls back. And Lugin is gone. Jack will snap and Emilia will walk to the other side of the room. And we'll release another set of marble-like drapes. You will see now Del Nathan Rifkin, the other brother. Lou, the Triton with cannons on her shoulders that had fancied Fix-It, if we all remember. Ridley and Afrophilia.
Crazy whore! Of all people!
The captor will just kind of smirk at the horse being there, the Kirin Celestial. You were so difficult to capture. Oh, but it was glorious. You can see that they're all beaten, they're all weakened. And Neely cries out, "Please stop! We'll help! The Holy Blaze Brigade. I, as the Ig priest of this region, swear I will help. Please just leave the other two." Jack will look over at Anelia and look back at Emilia and nod. And she relaxes. "Now I ask you three again. Do you join?" And viewers,
Sorry. Look. No.
I think we'll call it there.
No!
Will the party join? Fix-It has questions for Lord Grimoire. Fix-It also has a very light connection, but still one nonetheless, with Lou. Lou looking at him pleadingly, alongside Aneely. Briggs's childhood friend, Ridley, is here. Beaten as well. Alan Ray, the mother she's been searching for so long, is here. About to be already gifted, promised to the Zalvagon brother here. Each of them having someone of import, or more than one, in these cages. Jack Grimoire, apparently having been studying these three heroes more than he lets on. So what exactly will come from this meeting of the minds? It may seem that there is no way out, but there is always an option. So we'll see what our players come up with next week. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this, please follow us here on Twitch. You can subscribe. Amazon Prime is a really good way to help support the channel for free. Follow us for any updates on Twitter. It's a crit with 3 T's. Also catch up on previous episodes of this campaign and our short story campaigns, which are on Wednesday nights on YouTube. It's a crit official. And last but not least, we are also going to throw up our Discord here in a second in the chat. So if you guys want to join the Discord and come in and talk about what on earth is going on in this story or anything D&D, memes included, please join the Discord. We'll see you in there. And, well, thank you guys for watching. We appreciate all your support. Come back next week.